going on, everybody? This is your boy William J, and we are here with another segment of Talking in the Attic. And always, I love to give a shout out to everyone who's been rocking with me since season 1, and to all the newbies who's just joined along on this journey. Yo, I appreciate you, and I hope you've had a chance to grab my first book. It's entitled Why Not, which is available on Amazon in the paperback as well as a Kindle format. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my podcast. It's available on a multitude of platforms, so you have no excuse. You got Anchor to choose from. You have Apple, you have Spotify, you have Google, you have Amazon, Radio Public. I've lost count. It's a few things. And also, thank you to everybody in all of the locations. I'm being reached in 23 countries. It's not a cap. It's just some for real stuff. I'm just really enjoying that part, being able to say that. And I'm hoping to expand. I'm hoping to grow even more. But I have 2 big announcements once I wrap up to today's segment, and I hope you're excited to hear it just as I am, because it's some big news. It's pretty dope, but it all goes in line with everything that I've been preparing for, or we've been preparing for. When I talk about, just being on the journey, just talking about your purpose, talking about just fixing your attitude, your focus and things, because today I want to talk to you about accountability. And the reason I want to talk to you about accountability is because when you're setting out to accomplish a goal or make significant strides in life, accountability and or an accountability partner can help you grow, because in order to become accountable, you have to answer to your choices and actions. And accountability is going to help you define your goal. It's going to help you craft a plan. It's going to help you clarify what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to get it. And with an accountability partner, you can look at them as your trusted partner who can review, let's just say, a plan of yours. They can review that effectiveness. And it's no surprise that you will want an accountability partner that's going to help you eliminate excuses, so you can start focus on accomplishing your goals. Why would you want somebody who allows you to slack off and not stick to a target? That just defeats the entire purpose. So when you set out to accomplish goals, it's more than likely you're going to hit a roadblock. And for instance, your accountability partner, they can serve as a sounding board. They can help you analyze your obstacles and suggest creative solutions to get around them. And when you set milestones and deadlines to track progress from where you started to those desired outcomes, it's such a bonus to have somebody who's going to hold you accountable for your choices. So it's like you have a cheerleader and sometimes a coach who will celebrate your success along the way, as well as help you recover from those setbacks. But remember, accountability, it starts with you, and if you want to create a culture of accountability, like I said, it starts with you, and you got to model the behavior that you want to see. So you got to take ownership. And when you make the commitments, you have to meet those commitments. You see, you're accountable for any failures as well as any successes. And if you try to duck it, that's what's going to have a negative impact on the level of accountability that already exists. And also, accountability is not a one-time thing. It's not a sometime thing. It's an all-time thing. And it's always funny because the ones who don't want to be accountable, held accountable, they're always looking for any opportunity to get out of it. But you need to be seen as being accountable at all times, like I stated. And when you're looking to hold somebody accountable like a accountability partner, you can't play favorites. See, you can't let it slide with some people. It has to be consistently requested of everyone all the time. Because if you let one person ignore their accountabilities, then that opens the door. It opens the door for others to be selectively accountable as well. See, you cannot delegate this accountability, because it's something that has to be accepted for that person to feel accountable and for them to take ownership. And the best way to get people to accept accountability is to try to set them up to be successful. You see, no one is going to take ownership and show accountability for something that they know or believe is going to fail. And if you want people to accept that accountability, ask them if they have everything they need to be successful. And when they say yes, cool. They taking those steps to accepting the accountability. If they say no, then you need to make sure you provide them to whatever is missing, because without it, they will never accept that accountability. And check this out. If you don't know by now, accountability is the difference between success and failure. And there are 2 types of people. There are the type who don't take accountability, and those are the ones that sit and just watch as things go left. They just turn into the spectator and they just can't wait to tell you about it and say, oh man, I told you so. And then there are the other types of people, the ones who take ownership when things start to go wrong, and they'll step into a solution mode. They try to figure out what's wrong and they try to fix it. You see, and that's the part of the team I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of that team where people go into solution mode and they not only care, but they take care. And in my experience, that's the single difference between a successful and an unsuccessful team, you know. And another thing, you can't just tell somebody they're accountable and leave them to it. I mean, it may work for a group of people, but not for everybody. So you got to check in and see how people are doing, because accountability is something that needs to be worked at. And this has to be clear and a consistent strategy on how it's going to be implemented and validated, you know. And like I said, it starts with you, and it has to apply at all times to everyone. And when you can do that, that's when you create that culture of accountability that's going to have that massive impact on performance and results. And speaking on performance and results, I want to circle back to the two items that I said that I wanted to present to you at the beginning of the segment. And like I said, it's pretty exciting. Well, first off, I just completed my second book. I hope to have it published and released by mid-November. And it will be available in paperback, ebook, and as well as audiobook. And yes, I did the narrating in the audiobook, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that was probably one of the most difficult things I've done in a while, but it was fun overall. And like I said, it'll be available by mid-November. So moving on to the second portion. So I remember some time ago I posed the question, would it be beneficial for me to look for a co-host? And it was funny because a lot of the response said, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. What are you guys saying? And some people actually gave me some positive feedback. And they were just saying that they enjoyed my content. And a lot of the times they would like to see not someone basically challenge my perspective, but be on there to get another healthy balance, to see another angle from it. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. You know, then I was, kind of saying, oh, well, are you guys not, enjoying my content? But I was like, no, the reception was well. I was just weighing everything, analyzing it. And long story short, I found a co-host. And the next segment, you'll be introduced to them. And if you know by now, it's not anyone I'm just going to throw on the mic with me. I was sitting there and I've been watching someone, and I was looking for a person who's calculated, who does research, who's intelligent, just brings everything that I feel that will be necessary for this audience and will be received very well with this audience. And truthfully, I can't wait to introduce them. So on the next segment, you'll be introduced to the co-host. And trust me, you're going to love them. Yeah, so I'm, going to keep you on the edge right there. I'm not going to give you any more detail. You just got to wait and see. And with that, this is William J. signing off. Oh, yeah. And I can be followed on Instagram at WilliamJ_VII. Or just, if you want to just communicate even further, shoot me an email. It's WilliamJ@WilliamJUpchurch.com. Once again, gone.